So you're going through inspection and you get to the self-inspect screen for the robot controller device and you encounter this. The RC password is labeled as the default with a little red exclamation mark symbol to tell you that something is wrong. Here's what that means and how to fix it. The important thing to understand is that the robot controller device, in this case the Rev Control Hub sitting on the robot itself, is emitting a wireless network. This is the network you connect to with your driver station device to control your robot during a match, and if you use any computers for programming the robot wirelessly, that's what they connect to as well. This network has a password, and by default, that password is literally the word password, all lowercase. We want to change this password because if it remains the default, then it could be really easy for someone else, for example, another team at an event, to accidentally connect to your network instead of theirs, and this can cause issues like deleting your code. So it's important that we set this password to something other than the default, and it can be almost anything else, but it should be something that is relevant to your team and something that you will remember. In fact, as you change this password, I'm going to ask you to write it down somewhere and message it to every member of your team if you can, so that at least someone will remember it when it comes time to connect to your next device. To resolve this, we need to get out of the self-inspect screen. We'll go all the way back to the main screen of the Driver Station app. Then we'll go to the menu and use Program and Manage. Once that loads, we'll go to the menu again and click on Manage. Now, this is the management screen for the entire robot controller, and we have many different settings here related to the wireless and other things. What we're interested in right now is the password. We can check the box to see the current password, and it is indeed the default of password. So to change it, we just need to type in a new password. Now, I'm going to type in password 123 just for demonstration purposes, but you should definitely choose something better than that, specific to your team. Again, you should write this password down and message it to as many members of your team as possible. That way you won't forget it the next time you need to connect something. Once we've typed in the password, we're not quite done yet. We still need to scroll down and tap on Apply Wi-Fi Settings. There's a warning screen here letting you know that the moment you click OK, it will disconnect from the wireless, and this device will no longer be able to connect to it because it remembers the old password, not the new one. So we'll need to go and reconnect to the network after forgetting it. Let's go ahead and do that. We can immediately see that the robot controller is indeed disconnected. So we need to go out to the main settings, go to Network and Internet and Wi-Fi, and find our network. Now, mine is not correctly named because I don't have a team number, but you can see that it's trying to connect and it just can't because it still remembers that old password. So it'll give up after a while. In order to reset it, we need to hold on that network name and tap Forget. Now we can go through the process of connecting to this network again from scratch with the new password. Let's go ahead and tap on it, and we'll type in this new password that we just chose. This is your first test to make sure that you remember the password you just set, because if not, you won't be able to connect this device. Once we type in the new password, it connects immediately, and we are now ready to go back to the main app. Now that we're all connected again, we can reopen the FTC Driver Station app and continue with inspection.